Jason, have you even met
Okay.
Malevius?
No. Oh, wow. That cropping is fucking weird. Okay, hold
He
on.
likes to be birds.
He likes to be birds and he likes to be rats.
Nope. Nope.
Jason, have you even met
Okay.
Malevius?
He's the best
Are
bird
we
boy.
unmuted?
He's
we
more
unmuted?
chaotic neutral.
Guys, we just got some really bad echo on the stream because I just fucked everything up.
Nice.
Are we unmuted?
Yep, but it's just this cropping is a nightmare.
Oh, so we're here. Well,
Yeah.
hello
Not
and welcome
entirely.
to Pathfinder Yaman
Hour
4
late.
Studios style. We're not late. You're late. We've been
Time
here
difference.
having a
You were all
jolly
here
old
before
time.
you.
The times changed before, just for today. You guys didn't know.
Yes. That's just what happened.
That's
I
just
I
what
totally
happened
didn't
today.
have life kick me in the arse.
What is
promise you
that
that-
accent?
I don't know.
Wow, this is atrocious. Okay.
What?
This is a nightmare.
All right.
And then I'm gonna have to readjust it whenever Doctor comes back, which is fine.
No,
It's fine.
just leave it so that there's still a black border and it should be fine. Because the way I have it set up on my OBS is so that it auto adjusts no matter how many people are in the call.
Too late.
Now Jace is playing Malevius.
Well, everyone, say hello to JC here. JC is going to
Don't
be
call me that.
managing our
Jesus
stream
Christ.
But
It's
Jason
going to be
Macy.
is going to be managing our stream today.
I think you just
All right,
died.
let's leave it. Let's leave it.
This is the day we die.
But JC is
Aldrin-
managing our stream because Sam can't manage it today because his ping is over 9,000.
That's why he's not here
Literally.
right now. Literally.
It's
Literally.
over 1,200.
His router
working-
literally
he's-
just burst into flames. It's fine.
Oh, his internet just died?
No, his
Great.
router, he straight up said his router's busted.
Great. That's what happened to our guest character last week.
On Degens, yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So
Oh.
he's not coming back then?
I don't believe so.
We'll have to see. He might be able to join on his phone. I don't know.
I have officially made the stream overlay look awful with the two giant black bars on the side.
That's fine. I'm
Own
sure
it.
it looks fine. Let me take a look.
Own
No, it
it.
does not.
It's unique.
That looks fine. That looks fine.
Okay.
All right. So
So basically, they're gonna do stuff, and I'm gonna sit here and shut the fuck up.
but he's gonna do that with
MST3K
style.
it.
I'm gonna do that with style.
Yeah, it's gonna be the MST3K. or
Where
with
would you guys be without me, the guy who killed half your party?
that.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that right now. Right
Twice
now,
as
I'm Jace
alive?
the Nice
You got a
Guy.
tally point for that. That's what's baloney.
You bet I did.
Why didn't Nara get a tally point when she killed Aldrin?
How about when she blew up Standpoint?
Because she died like
I
5
did get a
seconds
tally point for
afterwards.
that, I think.
He was
All right,
like,
I think
okay,
I did
deal
it.
with this. And then she went,
I think we've had enough again. So I think we should go ahead and get started. And what better way to start off this session than with a song? There was once a man named Chase, and he had custard all over his
Alright,
face.
I'm muting Yemen right now.
is it going to be
And he
space
walked, and he
or
walked
mace
to find
or
a
chase?
plot.
Oh.
Little did he know his legs were thoughts. And so as the days and time ran on. I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
Ah, you fuck.
So
I
last
was
week-
just about to grab the guitar and play some guitar chords along with it.
My God.
I had a lot more of that actually planned, but I'm opting to not go with it. But the last week in Pathfinder, our party was going through a bit of a dungeon as they had sort of gotten trapped in a cave. An avalanche had fallen on top of them. It was a bit of a rough situation. So they and their newfound companion Gordon and Arg was attempting to find a way out. Meanwhile, Malevius was trying to survive whilst he was
I
learning.
can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? Is it because you muted me?
Can
I can't hear you guys at all.
New name of the episode: Suboptimal goes suboptimal.
suboptimal squared?
I'm gonna continue. So they go into this dungeon. Malevius was trying to, deal with hypothermia for the first time as he had discovered what snow was. He met up with some Vikings who
Kalaya
saved him.
is the only one that has seen snow.
Gordon got very, very disappointed when no one was checking for traps.
Right?
And they had a fun encounter with the Chaos Beast. Came out, and then they found Malevius, who, was so excited to see them. And Kalaya, with Malevius, Kalaya noticed that there was an old buddy of hers, and she was so delighted and so filled with joy to see him that she immediately drew her sword.
Axe.
I realized what I did. Hold on.
Did you deafen yourself?
I not only did I deafen myself, I turned the sound off on my computer. It was just like. And then
Can we make a compilation of this and send it to the D&D stream stuff?
Yeah.
If you want to actually put in the effort for that, sure.
Yeah, someone
I deserve a tally point for that. All right, continue. I'll just continue making weird faces in the mirrored corner.
Listen, if someone goes and does that, one of the players does that, I will give them some form of magic item for them.
I don't have any technological skills, so I
learn them.
I do, but I'm lazy as fuck.
I don't even know how to clip on Twitch.
You hit the clip button.
I mean, I do because I've done it to Yaman's.
I don't know how to clip on Twitch either.
I clip so much of Yaman's misfortune that I said it.
So,
yeah. So anyway, bullshit.
Kalaya, you see a man in this crowd. You recognize him. Haven't seen him for some time.
It's because he's not a man, he's a piece of shit.
Hey, those are some words.
I'm aware.
Those are some mean words. He's a human being too,
No, he's not.
All right. So, what are all of y'all doing? You guys are right outside this cave. Malevius has shown up, and he's brought his Viking friends. And he said he'll say to you guys, "Oh, there you guys are! I found some friends."
Get my note.
I'm swinging.
What? No.
I'm swinging.
I would like to stop Kalaya from swinging.
Same here.
Oh, Kalaya, you're just gonna run up to your dad and
I'm
swing
gonna
at
grab
him?
her by the scruff.
Oh, okay. Roll initiative.
All of us?
Yeah.
That's a 16.
I think I rolled low.
That's
We're going
a
into
dirty
hot
20.
kiddos. We're going into hot kiddos.
I'm having one of those days where the player says this is stupid, don't do it, but the character says nope.
All right.
That
So
was
just to clarify,
With
so just to clarify, as
every
I'm
single.
scrambling trying to get this initiative thing set up, I'll ask you for your numbers in just a second. So you guys are all regrouping, and there's Malevius, and then there's 10 Vikings fully decked out, ready for the weather, and Kalaya runs forward at one of them and swings at them. They look to be pretty dang beefy and strong. like they can actually handle the dangers that are in this wilderness. You guys do not look like that.
I think I look like that, but I probably don't.
Put them in a desert scenario and it's flipped on its head, believe me.
So it's hard. Oh, we got a lot of PCs here. We got Mr. M, Mr. G, we got Mr. R, some missions, Sora, ignore me. Okay, and who else am I missing? That's all of them. No, who am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, and origami. That's what I'm forgetting. There's origami's here. All right, everyone, you can tell me your numbers. Anna,
13.
Gordon,
19.
Sora,
Dirty 20.
20, Kalaya, 16, right?
16. Yep.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and roll for Maurice. Okay. And we're going to have he doesn't roll as well. And then they are all going to roll not as well. Arch. And then origami. We have a lot of NPCs here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is going to be fun for me to track.
You probably
Okay,
won't have to track it long, let's be real.
Well, it's okay, guys. So just to be clear, if something does happen, I have been wanting to run Rise of the Rune Lords for a while.
What's
you
that?
say?
So I said, like, if something does happen, I have been wanting to run Rise of the Rune Lords for a good bit. So I have a backup campaign in mind.
Oh,
Can
I
we
have to look
convert
that
Anna
up.
to it? Because it's the only character I've played with you.
Oh no, Rise of the Rune Lords is the regular path. This is like, so if we're facing a TPK here, don't worry about it, guys. I got a brand new campaign.
Okay.
I don't think the party's gonna let a TPK happen.
I will
I don't
literally summon Aldrin.
Quick, summon the toy maker.
Aldrin, I summon you.
All right, so Aldrin,
Kalaya's
you
about to
pop
get
up.
mom
You
and
were
dad
having
armed at the
tea.
same time.
Oh no. Yes, you actually
okay.
did it.
With what?
So
I'm sorry,
Sora,
I'm tweeting that we're live.
Sora,
Oh,
you're
good
up.
I
You're
would
up.
like to hold Kalaya back. And
Are you going to cast Hold Person?
I don't have hold person.
Okay, so you're going. Okay, then
Can
make
I
a grapple
summon
check for me.
Can I summon a horse and just like summon it in front of her?
What spell are you casting?
Summon monster.
You're using Summon Monster. Let me see if we can summon a Summon Monster, because I don't know if you can actually summon a horse with Summon Monster.
You can summon like a pony horse.
I think there's a different spell that summons that.
No, I have summoned.
Oh, okay. What level is it?
It is level 1. It's summon monster 1.
Oh, so you can't do that, but you can summon dire rat, dog, dolphin, eagle, fire beetle, frog, a poison frog, a pony, and a viper.
Yeah, a pony.
Not a full-on horse. Okay, you can summon a pony. So Kalaya, this pony pops out right in front of you.
And I would like to say, talk first, then
Ride the pony.
I don't want to ride the pony.
Nay.
then I'm just gonna step in front of her and try to block her path with the pony. Just
Okay.
like, no.
So you're like, eh.
Thank you, Iz.
Gordon.
I got
I'm
it
just
right
gonna
away.
grab Kalaya by the scruff and just tell her that her party is in no condition to fight right now.
You're gonna grapple.
Yes.
Make a CMB roll for me.
Okay.
And I make a CMD, right?
Yeah, no, it's just against your CMD.
Oh, okay.
It's basically AC, but for combat maneuvers.
Right. All right.
31.
Yeah. That beats my 23.
I'm just gonna-
23.
I'm just gonna hold her there and tell her that her party is in no condition to fight.
Okay. Kalaya, you are now grappled. It is now your turn.
Oh, she is not thinking at all. She's gonna try to break grapple.
All right. So what you can do is you can make an escape artist check if you have that skill.
I do not.
Okay. Then in that case, it's just going to be a CMB, I believe. Or hold on, let me check. I need to have a card out for this because grappling comes up a lot, and I always forget the rules for grappling. Always, every time. Grapple. Where the frick is it? Ah. Nope. Okay. So you can attempt to break the grapple as a standard action by making combat maneuver check equal to the DC will be equal to your opponent's CMD, and this will not provoke an opportunity, or you can make an escape artist check.
All right, it's gonna be CMB. That's actually not bad. That is a 26.
Is it
What's
against
your
my grapple CMD? CMD?
It would be the DC is going to be your CMD. So what's your CMD?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Be right back.
It should be right underneath your CMD.
Okay, because I have a different CMD when it comes to different things, so my sheet has got all sorts of different numbers on it.
You should only have one CMD.
I know, but the thing I used added all sorts of weird shit.
Okay, so you should have two different bonuses here. One should be CMB, combat maneuver bonus, and that should be a lower number. Then you should have CMD or combat maneuver defense. That should be a bigger number.
Okay. Sorry about this.
You're fine. Let me see if I can calculate it for you real quick. Your CMD is also you could also just add your base attack bonus, your strength modifier, and your dex modifier. I'll add all of those together, plus your size modifier, and then add 10.
Okay. So if my math is correct, it's 31.
Wow.
Because it's plus your base attack bonus, right?
Yeah, base attack bonus
Oh
plus
wait, no,
your.
that's 7, not 12. Dumbass.
I was about to say, okay, yeah, base attack bonus plus strength plus dex plus size plus 10.
So it's 26.
26. That is in fact going to match your CMD, which means she is going to be able to break free of your grapple. So you grab her by the scruff of the neck, which you just ripped your arm off, and then you still get your movement action because that was just a standard action.
And she still has to get past.
Yeah, there's still
Me
a
and the
horse and a
pony.
Sora in front
I
of
mean,
me.
you can just go around them.
No,
No,
but
she-
like we're trying to block off the entire path.
Well, I get that, but she can she can take a little bit extra movement to go.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's not gonna go around. She's not smart enough for that. Let's be real.
She's gonna go through.
She's not gonna hit a Sora. She's just kind of. I've been thinking about this all week and I still don't know what I'm doing.
That's how this game works in my head.
Are
Hey,
you
she's
going
just-
to just freeze?
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, did you want to do anything?
Where's Or-
She's doing like that angry, just heavy breathing. Like I want to. I'm so mad I can't word.
Where's Ori?
Origami, or he's probably just sort of looking up at you, plopped down, head cocked, not really sure what's going on.
She's gonna pick Ori up and kind of walk over next to Kalaya.
Origami just starts patting at Kalaya's face.
Anna's not saying a thing. She's just walking over to Kalaya with Ori and holding him there.
Origami's gonna
Emotional
take.
support Griffin.
Origami's gonna take his turn, and Origami's actually gonna do a thing. We're gonna put my bestiary. Where the frick did I put my? Guys, I lost
No
my
idea.
bestiary. It's right here.
So
All right, so Origami is actually going to leap out of Anna's hands and attempt to just sort of tackle Kalaya. So what's your CMD again?
CMD is 23.
Okay, so Origami is going to leap out of Anna's hands and perform a grapple check on you as Origami just tries to tackle you. And fails miserably.
Oh.
Oh, Baba.
Just I
Only
know
rolled
it's
a
not.
17.
I know it's not my turn, but if he's flying at, like trying to tackle me, can I drop my axe and catch him?
Not on your turn.
Okay.
Origami leaps out of your hands, tries to grapple you, just sort of slips and falls upside down.
Oh. Can I pick him up again?
Yeah, you can.
I'll pick him up.
Malevius is going to see what's going on. He's going to go, oh, frick. And he's going to like turn into a bird and just go flying on a tree and just start watching. He
course he
doesn't know
is.
what to do here.
Of course.
The Vikings, they're a bit confused. They're just going to kind of look at each other, trying to figure out what to do, and they're just going to sort of ready themselves in case one of you guys, springs at them. Arg isn't really paying attention to any of you guys. He's more concerned with the fact that man just sort of turned into a bird and flew into a tree, and he's just gonna kind of point and be like, "We're just gonna glance over that."
It happened before. It'll happen again.
And then Kalaya, your dad is going to. He sees that the state that you're in, and he's going to put his helmet back on. And he's going to say, or just begin walking past, call his men to walk past with him. He's going to say, there will be a time for this. Not right now. And before we go into a new round, are you guys still going to do anything, or can we just go ahead and drop combat?
I'm open to stop combat.
I'm more looking at.
Emily, yeah.
Yeah.
Emily is the one you asked.
I mean, if you guys are gonna keep stopping me, there's not really a lot of point in keeping it up.
No, let's keep it up the whole session. Yes.
Be constantly an angsty teen. I play against another 5e. He's right there. It's Yaman.
Rocks fall, everyone dies, except not everyone, just is.
Love
Not
you too.
Anna, is.
Yeah. That's very likely.
So we're gonna drop out of combat. So, Kalaya, what are you gonna be doing?
I am going to dispel the pony Just like, bye.
The summon actually only lasts for like a few seconds anyway, just a few
okay.
rounds. So the Poli would just sort of be there like.
Poof.
Origami just sort of looks like flabbergasted. You guys are sort of in this cave.
And I'm too tired for this.
You or Kalaya?
Me.
That's fair.
She's not used to doing all this overtime.
Origami is going to set himself up straight. He's going to look right at Kalaya.
I was holding him, so
Oh yeah, that's right. He's going to plop out of your arms, look himself right at Kalaya, dead in the eyes, sit down, let out a long sigh, and then kind of like a cat, he's going to like swipe at your legs and attempt to trip you, and he's going to do so.
Are you kidding me?
He rolled a 28.
My God. I'm just gonna bap him. Just
well, we know who his
like
favorite.
you little shit.
He'll retreat behind Anna.
She's like kind of scratching him, but she's muttering, "You earned that."
Can I just
She'll
throw?
hold him.
Can I just throw a rock in the general direction of my dad? Like she's too angry to aim.
Sure. The room you're in isn't really full of rocks. It's sort of full of like vines and things like that.
I
probably have pebbles in
throw
her
whatever
shoe.
I can grab.
So you pick up like a stick. You can try and chuck it.
Just
You can go ahead and do so with a -4. That'd be an improvised weapon. This would be a ranged
Oh
attack roll.
my God. Oh my God. I rolled an at 20.
Roll to crit confirm.
Let's see. So this is a. What all am I adding?
Well, it's an improvised weapon, right?
Yeah, so it'd be not
Right,
-4.
Okay, so that's still a +3 to my base attack bonus. So that's a
Natural 20
16.
auto hits.
Right,
A
so-
16.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a 16 is not going to crit. So you're not going to crit.
Okay.
But you do chuck this stick with just enough force that it just goes, just smacks him right in the helmet. I need you to roll a d2 for me. And you can add your strength to it.
Oh boy. Let's see. Do. Again. That's a 2 + 4, so 6.
Wait, no. It's a d2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on a.
So your strength 18? I thought your strength was 16.
Yeah.
No, I've got a belt of physical perfection that raises my strength, con, and dex all by 2.
Oh, I need to update the overlay. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So you, wow, frick. You chuck this stick at him.
I got a little strong.
You smack him in the back of the head. He shakes his head for a minute. That actually hurt a bit.
Good.
He cocks his head a little bit, looking a bit confused, but he turns back to you, looks down, and he doesn't say anything. He just sort of sighs. Not like a disappointed sigh, but like it's a very, very deep sigh. And then he will turn back and keep moving. And without actually turning his head, he will say, it won't be too long before night comes. It's best if we stay together.
Kalaya, should we go with him?
There are Linorms in the area. It's not safe by
No
yourself.
shit, Captain.
She's
Obvious.
gonna.
I wasn't talking with you.
All right, she's gonna basically gonna throw a temper tantrum and just like pull at her hair and scream because she knows he's right, but she
She's
doesn't
on the
want
floor,
to admit
right?
it. Yeah, she's on the floor.
Can I?
Origami is
sense
just gonna
motive?
like curl up into a little ball, hide behind Anna, very very concerned, very confused.
I'm still like searching in, but can I sense motive this whole thing? Like this
Can
whole
I
thing
also-
between
You can
Kalaya
in
and
a
her
moment.
dad?
What's your AC, Kalaya?
My AC is 19.
So you feel something smack you in the head.
Is it the stick?
And the stick smacks you in the head. You see that Malevius is sort of chucked a stick at you from the tree just to see if he could do it, and you're going to be dealt like 2 points of damage.
I look up at the bird and give him the bird.
He'll nod understandably, still a bit shocked that he actually hit that. I rolled a natural 19.
Oh my god.
Fair. Can I sense motive this whole sitch, please?
Same here. Please.
So you can sense motive. The Viking who Kalaya seems to be so upset at. Tell
I
me
rolled
exactly
too much.
what exactly are you trying to determine?
I'm trying to figure out if he is trustworthy. Or
Okay. Let me check something about sense motive real quick.
Is it a trap?
Can you see it?
That's
Nice.
I
beautiful.
can.
Waste it on a sense motive check, why don't we?
I got a 22, except it was a dirty 20.
I got a
Um,
24 total.
So what do you?
I actually have a higher bonus than that.
So right now, your read on this man, you don't think that he has any.
Wait, no,
He's
that's
like
a lie.
he doesn't seem to have any ill will measured against you, and his claim to
That was actually a 16.
um, have you guys travel alongside him seems to be genuine enough.
His ill will against me was not on a concern. Her concern was, what the hell is this between him and Kalaya?
So, Kalai, did you want to explain why you're so upset to your party? Because I don't think you have said anything.
No, I don't think so either, but
Anna doesn't know a damn thing.
I think she's gonna wait until like they're not right there.
Did I get my kettle corn now or later?
Later.
for the tea.
You can see that the winds begin to pick up and scream. So it's definitely. It looks like pretty soon there's going to be another storm, and more snow's going to come.
You know what? Can I actually sense motive him to see why he suddenly gives a crap?
Go ahead.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna
Oh,
Malevius to get him back under shelter, so he's not stuck out in the snow again. being
that's a
an
9.
idiot.
I don't know shit.
Can I hold
you like
Kalaya up?
for half a second, you know, his reaction to you throwing the stick at him, you found it was a bit odd. Because normally, you know, you would expect him to give you like some sort of threat or something, so you checked, but you're so just overcome with anger, rage, and I want to get my way. I want to kill him. Please let me kill him. I'll be good. That you aren't sure. All you know is you freaking hate this guy.
All you can think about is patricide.
Also,
Yeah.
for some reason, like if you maybe you aren't sure why, but you could just really go for a muffin right now.
So one of those really, really sketchy muffins from earlier. And
Boy,
So what are you guys doing?
I am whistling to Malevius to get back under shelter before another storm passes. And like keeping an eye on Ori.
I am willing to go, but I'm waiting for the decision of the person that saved my life.
Kalaya's willing to go, but she's keeping her party between her and them.
Sora will go.
I will go with the rest
But-
of them. But she's making sure that Malevius comes with and that she has Ori.
Yeah, Sora's just gonna like walk next to Kalaya.
Actually, can I get Ori? Emotional
Yeah.
support Griffin.
You can get the emotional support Griffin.
Ori, like you try to reach for Ori, I'm gonna have you make a handle animal check.
Oh, frick.
Should I make a handle animal?
You did
You sort of bopped Ori, and Ori's not too.
They're
Was it too fond
sentient
of-
beings.
I mean, he knocked me down. And it wasn't like
You
a
got up
painful-
again, and he's never gonna get you down.
I got a 16. That's actually not terrible.
Origami, you reach out your hand, and Origami just sort of runs the opposite direction.
Can I try
get
and
him?
grab
I'm gonna get him.
Origami? Just like
I was
no.
gonna try. And
I
grab
mean,
him.
Origami's not running from you. If you try to grab her or
Yeah,
him,
I'll
he'll allow
grab
that.
him.
He's just not too fond of Kalaya right
I will grab him and stick close to Kalaya.
I'll let Malevius perch on my shoulder if he's being a lazy bone.
Are
Is
you
that wise?
Sora, are you gonna like actually pick up Origami?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after a little bit, I'll pass him off to Kalaya.
He probably won't go.
Checks. Carry on. So just let me know what you guys are doing.
Sora is going to quietly talk to Kalaya.
I'm keeping an eye on that party ahead of us. I'm
Is
trying to put together why the hell Kalaya acted like that.
Kalaya,
What?
why did you try to kill that man?
Just
I
know
do
he's still right
experience.
there. He's still right there.
Oh, I thought we started walking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
missed
thought we
what
were
you guys said.
walking.
I thought you guys said you were still in the cave. My bad.
No.
Okay.
We walk in.
You guys began walking. I'm assuming that you'll probably let the Vikings stay a bit ahead. You guys
Oh,
will get behind
yeah.
a bit.
Oh yeah, there's a distance between us, but
Well, Malevius
like-
is just sort of flying all above your heads, cawing every now and then.
I was gonna let him perch on my shoulder if he was gonna be lazy.
He probably will come and just perch on your shoulder a little bit. Just try and
Also-
lay back, but he'll probably like fall over when he lays back, and then just start flying again.
Also, I'm not letting the party ahead of us get out of range of my gun.
Yeah, but we're definitely
I
out of-
don't think that'll be a
earshot.
problem.
So the wind picks up. It's not at an alarming rate right now, but it's definitely picking up enough that it's making it fairly cold. And missing the gear from your cart, all of those blankets, and having the protection from those walls is definitely something you notice not having. But the day drags on. The people that you're following seem to know the area very well and navigate much better than you guys do. And as you guys are walking, if there's anything you want to discuss, you could.
I will repeat my question. Kalaya,
Right.
why did you try to kill that man?
Because that man is the one who made me.
Is that how people work?
Well.
Wait.
Sure, that's how people work? You sure about that?
Made you what? Oh!
You can tell I'm
that
just
part
chiming
was
in to say,
character.
God damn it, Yaman.
Well, I wouldn't.
That-
James, unmute.
I wouldn't Sperm donor is a thing in this kind of world.
Well, there's a moment for that compilation for you.
Yeah, there's the clip. Just a long pause, and then is that how people work?
Is take a tally point. Just for clarification, did Anna? Are you implying that Anna has never had the talk?
That's
I know for a fact Sora hasn't because she was raised in a temple.
Anna was raised by her dad, so mostly. So I don't know that she did.
Dads don't like to have that talk with their daughters.
No.
No,
No,
and
they
her
don't.
dad is not great, so no, they didn't. So she's really she's
Sora was in a relationship, but that lasted like a week before stuff.
Am I like the only fully functioning?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
take that back. I guarantee you that Malevius knows. Actually, I take that back, Frick. He probably knows. Someone text Sam.
I don't have his
can't.
number.
Gordon
Just start
knows,
spamming
but this is
Sam on
too
every
awkward.
single bit of communication software we have. Has Malevius had the talk?
Would it be racist to say, does he know the birds and the bees?
These are the questions I didn't think I would answer with character creation.
I never thought this would come up. Oh gosh.
We're adults or something.
Sure.
Something like that.
Oh gosh.
Sam's gonna come back with like 50 messages.
No, here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna come back and he's gonna completely accept. He's gonna be like, "Oh, that's what you guys were happening." Well, of course he does. Wait, does he?
These are
So-
the questions you answer in character creation.
So does this
Not
mean
in
the next
the middle of
Are
a
we just gonna have a session that's called the birds and the bees?
That's not.
No.
Yes.
It's gonna be
No.
a 2-hour-long mini session with just Anna, Sora, and possibly Malevius. Because Kalaya knows.
No, it's gonna be probably
Kalai
Kalaya
is gonna be the one
explaining.
telling them.
Oh gosh.
We've derailed so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
Isn't this
is
all?
important stuff. This is stuff
Yeah.
you need to know.
This is absolutely riveting content.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Sora was almost sold into slavery for that.
So was I.
Doesn't mean she got the talk
All she knows is that she was very scared and very upset.
and ready to murder everyone in a room.
No, Anna hasn't had that talk. It was just so genuine. Like her literally what came to mind when that was happening for Anna was that's how they work.
Oh, it's like a serious, deep conversation.
I don't
And then
know how to
Anna's-
continue that conversation.
Anna's
Oh
7
my
charisma
gosh.
says, "Is that how it works?"
Once Gordon heard the question, he made some distance. Like he probably went to go hang out with the Vikings.
Traitor.
They'll like pass you some sort of
Pamphlet.
strong drink. Some sort of strong drink.
Weed.
In a pamphlet about being a Viking.
They'll
don't
just
think
start
we
like
have-
singing like hiking songs.
Like with an H or with a V?
Yes.
It's probably rating songs, honestly.
Um.
Oh god. Computer, stop it.
No, the songs that they're singing are actually sort of harmless enough. They're not typical songs you would expect to hear about a Viking. They've nothing to do with the sea. They have nothing to do with raiding or pillaging. They're more small town life things, talking about grandmother's pie or the lady or the one that got away, or just simple small town things like that you wouldn't expect from people that are known to raid and pillage.
I don't really remember anything from when I woke up a few hours ago.
Fair enough.
That's valid.
So Kalaya, did you want to continue that conversation?
I mean, if they have more questions for me, I'll answer them, but
What is he laughing at?
Nothing.
everything.
Just how they worded that. So you guys just gonna keep walking in awkward silence as Kalaya just judges her party?
Yeah, Anna's definitely quiet now, feeling embarrassed.
She's.
Well, Kalaya,
she's
Anna,
fuming.
I don't think you'd know why to be embarrassed.
Like, she noticed that it went dead silent right after she said that. So
That's true. That's true.
that's why she's embarrassed.
So Kalaya, what's going through your mind?
A lot of confusion. She doesn't understand why he's being nice. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. As the day goes in, the wind grows colder, the snow grows crustier as the sun bears down, turning the snow into slush. Your shoes grow damp. It's fairly uncomfortable, but the group of Vikings will take you to the camp that they had set out. And they will start a fire and begin cooking something warm and musky. And they will take some blankets and lay out a place for all of you to rest. And after probably about an hour, they will all hand you this bowl of this thick sort of stew.
How can I check it to make sure it's not poisoned or drugged?
You
What do
know,
I
I'm
roll?
not actually sure. You can roll sense motive on the person giving it to you to see if he has any sort of ill will wished towards you.
I
21.
doubt it will be.
But you do see that they are all everyone eating from the same pot.
Anna just paranoid. It's fine.
No, that's fine. And that's a good question because I actually don't know.
Gordon is also a little paranoid because he doesn't know how he got fucked up and left in that cave.
Right.
That's valid.
Fair enough.
So he's keeping
Gordon.
an eye on these 10 people with weapons.
As you know, you're just thinking, you're looking around all these people. You notice that you're digging through your robes and stuff because you haven't really looked around at yourself for a bit, and you notice that you remember how you had that one key that unlocked basically every door in that cave.
Right.
there's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just a single. You notice that you don't just have one key. You see that you have a sort of ring of keys.
He's
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Okay,
There
I
are
was
in
gonna say, calm down, Dia.
Yeah, calm
there
down, dear.
are in fact
What?
9 other keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each of them are a slightly different tint of bronze.
So I used my emergency key. Because it was in my sock. Okay.
But you'll see that this key does in fact fit on the ring if you wanted to put it back on.
No, I think I'll put it back in my sock.
All right. And Otto, what was your sense motive roll?
23.
You don't see any ill will wish towards
Oh
you
no,
in
it was 21.
striking.
It was 21 because I got a 7.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't notice any sort of ill intent in this guy's face. He all you can really see is this guy seems to be very hungry after having hiked a long day, and he looks very eager to get to his bowl of whatever this is.
All right.
Are those 9 keys including the one that was in my sock? Or do I have 10 keys?
That was 9 keys, 10 in total with the one in your sock.
Okay.
So where are we now?
You are at a. You've been hiking through the day, and you came to a campsite that the Vikings had laid out. They've set aside places for you to rest that are very comfortable with thick blankets, giving you some food. They will give you this sort of warm drink with a bit of spice and cinnamon to it that also is a bit strong. So it relaxes your senses while also warming you to your bone and having a very, very sweet aftertaste that lingers for quite a long time, helping you sort of deal with the cold around you. And the bowl of stew itself is a very, very thick and meaty jumble of things. However, it has been sort of mashed together so fine that whatever vegetables or ingredients have been put in here, it's very difficult to sort of discern based on texture or even taste. But it fills you up and it is very warm. And is probably made far more delicious by the simple fact of you guys being very. The stars begin to come out, and all of you can look up in the sky, and you can see it is just beautiful out here. The stars have never been more crystal clear, and they just shine right down on the snow, which reflects off, making it as bright as if it were day.
Yes.
Do we get to see the northern lights?
Honestly, probably, yeah. Probably these swirling rainbows form in the sky, and they begin to. These lights, at first they swirl and move, but then they sort of converge together into men on horses. And you can see just these great battles depicted in the sky that sort of tell the history of the land of the Lenorm kings. And Kalaya, you would very much recognize all of the stories that they would tell. You would see the Seven Kings lose control of a major part of the land when Baba Yaga came into the world. You would see the first king kill the Lenorm and begin to culturize the land. you would see a great many trials and failures as long as you could hold your eyes open. It is quite a beautiful sight. Made even more so enthralling to watch due to the drink, which all of you have, I'm assuming, drank from.
Yeah.
Certain.
And you all, despite being out in the wilderness without a tent, and the wind growing ever stronger and just sort of screaming in your ear, none of you really have any trouble sleeping tonight.
Awesome.
Could I have taken a watch?
You can if you'd like. Also, I'm going to have you roll a will saving throw.
I'm really bad at will.
Can't be any worse than I am now.
Of course, this is the second time I crit tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, so you are just on point. Your eyes are open. You don't feel any sort of ounce of being tired in you. You just stave off. You have no problem staying awake at all tonight. Also, Sam just texted me back.
Did he answer the
I
question?
said, does Malevius know the birds and bees? And he says he know too many. That doesn't answer my question, Sam. But I'm gonna text him back. But does he know how to do the do?
But do he though?
But do he?
These are important
Do he,
questions.
though?
Don't worry. He's typing. He's typing. Let's see. He said he knows too much. Okay, so he does. That's what I said.
Mhm.
Just Sora and Anna, who are sheltered.
All right.
We're the
I-
sheltered ones.
I'm sure we
Yeah.
can explain that at some other point. All right.
We'll catch him up.
So, Anna, did you want to get any sleep in the night?
She would eventually, but she's got a lot to think about, and also she wanted to make sure her friends could sleep soundly first
Aw.
before her.
Origami just sort of snores very loudly in your ear after everyone else goes into sleep. And, at first it's like cute and stuff, and then it sort of turns into a.
Yeah. She'll live with it. She's like, yeah.
Sora will take a second watch if Anna wants to sleep.
You can also make a will saving throw. Just because of the strength that's in you is making it very difficult to stay stay awake.
Oh, Will,
Ready.
I'm good at this, even when my wisdom is drained. Oh yeah. That's what's 18 plus 8?
26.
A lot.
26.
26.
You also don't have any problems, and the Vikings do not bother you in the night, and no one awakes in the morning drooling, sitting straight up. Unfortunately, it would have been funny, but it's okay. You guys just have to roll really well. So morning comes. You are all awakened to the smell of this thick, pasty gruel being made. And the snow around you. Well, actually, you guys probably have to brush off a bit of snow from your heads. But the fire kept things warm, so you're not. It's not like too much, just a few snowflakes. And
Maybe we
there is. Oh, I see that is.
See what?
They will give you this thick pasty gruel, which will again, it's not too much for taste, but does the job of breakfast fairly well. And then they will all begin to break down their camp.
We still haven't gotten an explanation out of Kalaya.
That is true. They're just breaking down the camp. They'll take the blankets from you and begin packing those away.
So do we heal at all from a rest in Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how healing
that.
works is for every 8 hours that you, or if you sleep for 8 hours, you're going to heal 1 hit point for every level that you possess.
Cool,
Okay.
back up to full.
Not
And
If
I
you sleep for
regained spell-
24 hours, it is 2 hit points for every level.
That's 31 plus.
I am still 14 points away from max health.
yeah, I'm 17 away from max health.
You guys
I
have
will
a cleric.
just chill out.
Oh, I know. I'm not worried about me. I'm the only one that hasn't taken damage so far. I just
Who
started
needs
out dead.
I'm still 20
brag?
off full.
Hey, good thing we have those cure wounds potions.
Yeah, but there's only, what, 9 of them now? Because didn't Anna drink one when we were in the cave?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who's worst? I believe Klaya said that she was the worst. At the
Yeah,
moment.
I'm 20 off of full.
Should have done this last night, but
No one ever said we were smart.
yeah.
She was throwing a fit.
And talking about
Cure
keywords and
wounds to you. You know what? I'll just do cure wounds on all 3 of you. You're welcome.
Thanks, Sora. You're the best.
best cleric.
You all regain 16 hit points.
Cool.
I am 1 away from full.
That's what you get.
Origami's going to go over to you and just sort of lick your wound.
I'm 4 off of full.
Yeah,
That's
go to
fine.
Kalaya, Ori.
Origami does not lick Kalaya's wound.
Ori,
Yeah, she smacked him.
be nice.
Can I give him a little treat to say sorry?
What are you going to offer Origami?
Crap, all of the snacks were in the damn cart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you notice that your cart is actually here. You didn't see it last night. Looks like the Vikings have sort of brought your cart. And Malevis is going to say, oh yeah, I asked them to pull that. Here, let me get Origami a snack. He's going to just dive into the cart and just start pulling things out. And then he's going to
Okay,
reach out and he's going to
Stop
say,
it, stop it,
hey,
stop it,
did
stop
we
it.
have this box before?
Do you
Did we
recognize
have
the
that box
box?
before?
Is that the box that turns into the water transportation thing?
No, it's a different box. And also, you notice
Oh.
something. You notice something weird. When he said box, the box just sort of froze in the air.
Star knife out.
What?
He looks at it. He looks at it. He's like, ooh. He like tries to climb on it. It doesn't move.
What?
And he just sort of sits there on the box and hangs. He says, guys, I like this box. And when he says box again, the box just sort of falls and he lands on his back. He's like,
Okay,
ow.
you deserve that.
Yeah.
He'll just pocket the box, and then he's going to pull out some sort of salted meat and toss it over to Origami, which
Right.
Origami will happily
Quick
take.
question. What was Kalaya's dad's name again? Did we ever get that? Did we ever get the leader's name?
I believe that Malevius would know. I don't think you guys would know.
I actually don't remember because it's not something I put in my backstory. It's something I let you make up.
That is correct. And but Kalaya, you would know his name to be Ukral
Yeah.
Ukral Saba.
You want to just throw that in the chat for me because I can't spell to save my life.
Yeah.
Well, too bad you're gonna have to because rocks are about to fall, unless
Yeah.
you can type the word. Frick!
Fuck off, Ian.
Done. Did it.
You did it wrong.
Fight me.
Ukral, not Ukrel.
I'm an English major. I can make words up.
Yeah.
Fact.
That's how it works.
That's how my
Um,
degree works.
To get the name, Sora will ask Kalaya, "Hey, what's that man's name?"
Ukral.
Chirp,
Thank
chirp,
you.
chirp, 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 chirp.
And
Like
I
that.
would like to go over to Ukral. Because Sora has a couple things she would like.
Actually, you so
to say.
Kalaya's dad does not have the dad bod. He has the very, very buff. I could probably snap your spine on my knee bod.
Oh, so closer to the same to my kind of build for Gordon.
This looks like the kind of man who's been training his entire life to fight a Linorm. So take that as you will.
I only learned what a Lenorm was last session, so
Oh, that's right. I don't think your character's seen it. So yeah, you know he's a pretty
I
tough
myself
dude.
have never seen one. So
That's correct. So you tell him his name.
I'm real
Once they
curious
are
about that box.
once
Yeah, I'm
they
curious about
all
the box too.
well, this was my explanation for how Sam found his birthday present. So
Oh.
Oh. I thought this was like something from Aldrin, and we'd have to fear for our lives.
no.
I thought it was some toy maker shenanigans.
Like he's
No, this is-
back.
Oh no, I guarantee you, insane shenanigans are gonna happen because of this.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Naturally.
John, on a scale of 1 to 25, I'd probably put it on. For comparison, let's say Jordan is a 20. I'd probably put this guy as like a 22 or 23. Sorry, Fenrir being a 20.
It's like Jordan.
Friggin' Fenrir.
Sorry, me responding to chat. Now, they have once everyone is set up camp, they're going to begin to head out. And it looks right now as if they are headed northwest.
Well, frick, we need to go north.
well, that's like at least half the direction.
How close are they to us right now?
You guys are all in the same camp.
Damn it. Anna was gonna ask if they're really close. Never mind.
Ukral is going to say to you guys, we are. It won't be too much longer now, and we will come into Joel, and you can probably find some place to stay there. Until then, it is probably best if you continue to travel along with us. And then he will pick up his gear, and him and his battalion will continue to head. Do you guys follow, or are you guys going to keep doing your own thing?
We do need to get to a town. Or temple. I don't know where one would be around here. Kalaya, would you know the nearest temple?
Would Icemark even have a temple?
Well, you know that Icemark is on the northern or on the northwesternmost part of the land of the Lunar Kings, and it is still quite a journey away. You'll have to cross through potentially 2 rivers before you get to it. You'll have to either go around the Grunger Forest or go through it. And you've got a long way to go. Unless, of course, you would try to go there by boat.
By marine vessel, excuse you.
I'm sorry, boat.
We could.
Is it, you guys got a problem with that word? Something.
Nautical car.
Navy machine.
You know, guys, it's so much easier just to say boat. I don't see why that word's so taboo.
You know why.
Don't
No, but
be
I don't.
dick.
I don't think that would be a wise choice for us. Like I could probably handle a boat, but not by myself. And it's gonna be the waters are gonna be too dangerous if something goes even slightly wrong.
Especially after the damage we took last time.
Yeah.
From the shared
Yeah,
heat.
we don't want to deal with the icy cold water. Like that's almost gonna be like an insta kill.
We don't want to give the toy maker that satisfaction.
I mean, I don't know. He might actually help us. We're gonna get screwed in the end, but we probably wouldn't freeze to death. Probably.
There's been situations where he's had chances before and he hasn't, for the sake of interest.
Exactly. We could potentially use that to our advantage, but
Ours just sort of
I don't
sits down, looking at all of you, and he asks, "So, who's the toy maker?"
I was wondering the same thing.
You don't want to know him.
Why not? Is he
If-
the captain of a ship?
I would
No.
like to sense motive this guy.
oh my god.
Especially
Oh, no.
Because Sora and me, Nicole, got chills because there is.
Yar.
also, like, I have a feeling the voice in
Yeah.
Opera's head is really talking right now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a 21 with a nat 20
Really?
Oh my god.
with
So-
a wasted nat 20.
Instantly, you look and you see there's nothing going on in this man's head.
God damn.
it's literally the inner workings of my mind are an enigma and it's the milk spilling over.
It's probably be best if we stick with them for now. I'm real mad about it.
Arg will also look at Kalai and he'll say, "What's your problem with that guy?"
My problem with that guy. My problem.
Yes, what's your problem, Yar? Words. That's just how we communicate.
I'll tell you more about the toy maker if you stop asking her questions she doesn't want to answer.
I just think it'd be useful if we're all on the same ship.
Look, Vikings aren't good people.
I'm a good person.
Oh, sweetie, you're just you.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, the southern meaning of "oh, honey."
Oh, God.
No,
Bless your
but
heart.
no, like he kidnapped my mother in a raid, took her as a thrall, and did horrible things to her, and got her pregnant not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he treated us all like less than dirt.
Is she bugging you out for anyone else?
No, I hear quite.
Yeah, I hear it just fine, but that might be because we're in the same room. Literally.
She's fine for me.
But when Gordon hears that he kidnapped her mother, he just kind of perks up a little bit and stiffens. Like he's not okay.
Yar.
Yeah, Anna's not okay with this right now.
Sora is deathly serious. Do you want us to kill him? Is that... I'm sorry. Forgive me from holding you back earlier.
No, it's fine. We weren't really in any condition to fight all of them anyway. God. Really?
Oh,
What?
fuck you.
What happened?
Really?
Check the Discord chat.
Fuck you.
We're having this great serious moment. Meanwhile,
I'm sorry. Jace, can you? Is there a way that you can like show that on stream real quick?
is Jace even there?
You.
I don't know if he's still here.
Jace is dead.
I'm
No,
here.
there-
I'm just playing Mario World. Give me a
I'll
second.
copy and paste it into the Twitch chat.
Okay, so what
Jace
was?
is dead, just like the rest of us.
Oh. Oh no.
Murder!
There we go. It's in the chat. You don't need to worry, Jace.
Jesus.
So just for the so this is on the stream. So if we ever go back and listen to this, anyone who wants to, you want to say your comment there?
Oh yeah, I just said Sora.
I refuse.
Sora
I
is
refuse.
deathly serious. So
Oh,
that's
you
where
refuse.
this
So
is
loud.
coming from.
You are loud.
Sorry.
Go ahead and repeat yourself one more time. Couldn't quite hear
Oh no,
it.
it's okay.
Hey, wait. Let me do a dramatic. I want to do a
Jace did
dramatic
the
reading
thing.
of it. Sora is deathly serious. So that's where babies come from.
Holy
The fucking worst.
No.
Wow.
This is cruel.
You guys want to take this
Punishment.
opportunity to pause?
Nah.
Nah. All right. Well, we'll
We're having a
continue
2-hour
on.
stream anyway.
Anyway, now that we got that out of the way.
Cruel punishment. I would like to leave.
Carry on.
Gordon will say that as much as I like that idea, I do not think we should fight 10 of them. Not in our current state.
It's probably a good idea, especially if since they're out hunting a Linorm. Feel like it might do the job for us anyway.
What's a little dorm?
They're like dragons, but they don't have wings.
Oh.
And dragons are... Well,
Arj just sort
some
of picks
dragons are nice.
up. Arj just picks up. That's the thing that killed my sister. Well, ate her more specifically. They're not
Yeah.
nice. I wouldn't
No.
recommend. 2 out of 10.
Gordon
Thanks.
just kind of does a slow
Ancient
turn
Yelp.
and mumbles, I forgot he was here.
Yeah, since he asked about the Moy Taker. The irony of Anna saying that.
One of the Vikings is just gonna pick up, and he's gonna say, "Y'all coming?"
Shit, we don't have horses for the cart anymore, do we?
You see, 2 of the Vikings are just sort of picking up the cart themselves and pushing it or pulling it.
Okay. That's the thing we don't have to worry about, I guess.
So I guess we're going with them still.
Yeah, we don't have much of a choice. We'll freeze out here.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing that again.
What's Malevius doing?
Malevius right now is like not paying attention to anything you guys are having, and he's just sort of chatting it away with the group as they're walking away.
He's
Probably
playing with
drinking
his
something.
box.
Yeah, he's just having a fun with his box. He's like walking up to people and he said, "Guys, look what I found! It's this box." And he just sort of sits there. He's like, "It's just sitting there."
I'm not
Ladies and
proud that
gentlemen, I
when
give
you
you Bird Boy.
I'm not proud that when you first introduced this box earlier, Yemen, it took me a solid 2 minutes to realize what it was.
I still don't know what it is.
I definitely don't.
No clue here.
Malevius chimes in, "I don't either, but it's cool."
Anna, what is it? Oh.
Anna doesn't know, but Iz does.
Oh.
Immovable box.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. That's mildly annoying. Like, I'm legit almost mad about that.
How are we gonna use that? But
We'll figure it out.
Immovable box in the mouth of a Linarm.
You guys begin hiking again. The day drags on, and eventually you come out of the sort of grassy lands that you were came into, and the world opens up into a much rougher sort of taiga. It's a lot drier, but a very, very cold sort of dry. There's not grass on the ground. And it's more desert-like terrain without the heat. And it's very hilly, very rocky, and rough. And the days begin to drag on as you travel. Each night goes very similarly. The Vikings will keep watch for any suddenly needing to hunt when supplies go low. Each night they make camp. Malevius will often fly up in the sky as a bird to help them scout and find suitable camping locations, service in which they are all very thankful for.
are they hunting for food? Did you say?
They'll seldom leave to do that. And if you wanted to help with that, you could probably go out and help them.
Yeah.
They very much are impressed by your gunsmithing abilities. It's something that they definitely have not seen much of.
Yeah.
This far north.
Anna specifically doesn't use the word gun around them. Doesn't use it. She just calls it her weapon.
Okay.
Kalai will help hunting too because it's something she's decent at.
I'm gonna roll my yes/no dice.
Oh God.
Okay.
Am I rolling something?
No.
Am I rolling something?
I rolled no. I was gonna see if Malevius would interfere with your plans. Because he would be the kind of person to just blurt it out. But I rolled a no, so don't worry about it. After probably about a week of this, all of you are definitely grown tired of this travel. It's been you're definitely all very hot and sweaty as you haven't really had the opportunity to take a bath. As you've been on the road for quite some time, you've gone through a lot of travel, and your father has not really spoken to you much during this journey. In fact,
Good.
whenever he does see you, he doesn't look at you for very long, and often tries to go about doing something else.
That's more normal.
However, one night, he comes over to where all of you are camped, and he says, "It shouldn't be too much longer. we should be coming up to Yo very soon, likely within the next week. I'm sure you would be able to get to whatever it is you needed there, and then we will be on our way. I
Fine.
wouldn't want any of you to be around when we do fight the war that we've been tracking.
Fine.
Well, I will go back to what I was doing. He will go back to his area. You can see each night he's been sort of just writing in this journal he keeps. Not for very long, but just a few words every night.
So he seems rather repentant. So can I roll a sense motive to see if it's actually directed towards her? It's seeming sadness.
You can roll a sense motive, yes.
It's 26.
How stealthy am I?
You see that every
Oof.
whenever he walks around, he has a very, very stern expression on his face. He's very quiet, very quiet. And you see whenever he does talk to Kalia, he always is very tries to get away from the situation fairly quickly. In his eyes, you see just probably a bit of regret in his eyes whenever he looks at her. And Kalia, also something you would know having grown up with your father, you would know that it's very uncharacteristic for your father to be this sort of
Remorseful.
Subdued.
quiet. He was a
Yeah.
lot more of an outgoing type of person, someone who would constantly be around the crowd or who whatever was a big trend in the society he was in.
Yeah, hit first, ask questions later. Where do you think I got
just
it from?
very, very much a party boy. But not so much right now.
I'm gonna sense motive the shit out of that. Maybe. Wrong character sheet.
So I actually rolled an 8, but I have a plus 18 to sense motive. So
That's a
Holy
17.
frick!
I got a 17.
You can sense a bit of regret in his eyes, although you aren't really sure why this change is present. He's definitely acting very uncharacteristic, and you can very much see that.
Oh, I saw that smirk. I don't like that smirk.
That smirk was in response to what
Okay.
Ace texted.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid as shit.
So as the night falls down, once again you see the lights depict the stories of history. And you begin to lay yourself down to rest. Tonight is a particularly cold night. And Kalia, you wake up in a bit of a cold sweat.
Oh, great.
You
Cold
see,
sweats mean nightmares.
but you see something odd. Tonight in the skies, you see a story in which you have not seen before.
Hmm.
Well, you actually see in sort of one half of the sky, you see what seems to be a group of people depicting one story, while on the other side of the sky is something that doesn't seem to be directly related. It seems to be its own thing. The first story, or the lights depict, that of a group of people fighting a large beast. The beast is in shadows with red eyes, and it is laying waste to a town. And you can see that they are giving it their all, attempting to destroy this beast. Standing arm in arm, fighting with everything that they have. And then the second story depicts that of two people hand in hand. One is considerably taller than the other. And you see they aren't looking at each other. They're actually looking directly opposite from each other. But they are holding each other's hands. And before them, you see the land of the Little King sit out before them, calm. And you watch these stories play out. And you're sure that you've never seen this as you looked through the sky hundreds of times. I imagine you probably, as a young girl, would have, whenever it was a stressful night, come out and just watch the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And as the night grows on, you are able to fall back to sleep. And then it is morning. Yes, I swear to all that is holy.
Let's be real.
Wrong campaign is.
You bring up the height difference every time. It's a valid jump.
Oh, I'm waiting to see what they do. It's morning. Jace! Aldrin falls from the sky!
God fucking.
I'm
I
here.
called it.
He's wearing a glittery dress.
He is murdered on sight.
As he falls from the sky, Malevius explodes.
I know it.
And he lands where Malevius would be.
He caused
He looks
as
around and
Aldrin explodes.
he says, "How's it going, dude?"
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, dude?
I throw a rock
Staying
at
away from the
Aldrin.
alcohol.
I'm straight edge.
I'm straight edge. Okay, I'm done crashing your party now.
But are you ever?
Hashtag Sadzi is over party.
Hashtag Toymaker is over party.
You wish.
Hashtag Toymaker's been over party.
Anyway, we're probably starting to break camp so we can get going, so we can get away from these people sooner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you guys help everyone break yet again.
but not literally.
I mean, we could do a sick breakdown.
Malevius just pops up, starts rapping.
Yeah, but, While we're taking down the camp, I want to pull Sora aside and ask her if she's got any potential insight about what I saw last night.
Do I?
You can. Do you have knowledge geography?
Nope.
Do you have knowledge religion? I believe you have that skill.
I mean,
I
she's a
would hope
cleric.
so as a cleric. If she doesn't, that's her fault.
I do.
Okay, you can make a knowledge religion check for me. As Anna just sort of fades from existence.
Friggin'. She's going to the right campaign. That's what's going on.
22.
So Anna, you know that
Anna?
Try again.
Who is
Sora,
Anna?
you know that sometimes prophecies can be told to people that aren't necessarily following whatever deity sends would send them a prophecy, as sometimes they tamper with things in order to fulfill a bigger purpose. So it is quite quite possible that if what Kalaya was sent is true, somebody up there could potentially be trying to warn her about something or give her insight that might be useful into her future. It's also possible that she was very drunk or
Entirely
dreaming.
possible.
Or
Also
dreaming,
possible.
because no one else reports seeing this.
Is her skin clammy? Because then maybe she did wake up in a cold sweat.
I don't know, maybe feel my forehead. Am I feverish? It could be a fever dream.
She has scales.
No, I don't.
Not
I
yet.
relay the first part, but not like she could have been asleep or drunk.
But you think it.
I mean, we all think it.
I'm tired, and I'm also not that smart, but correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Desna a goddess of stars? Or is she a traveler's ship? Basically, would I know a god or a goddess who could have potentially sent this?
You know that it very much Desna could have sent this, but it's not. Desna would not be the only one to send prophecies and visions. It would probably depend on the circumstances or specifically what sort of prophecy was sent. If it were that of a dream, if it were a warning or what could be, or an actual seeing into the future, all of those could be very, very different things. But seeing things directly in the sky is not something you've heard of.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll find out in the meantime.
Yep.
So, as you guys begin to travel, Gordon, as the days had gone by, and you continually tried to figure out exactly why you had fallen down that
Right.
hole into that cave, you found a great number, many other items on you. Eventually, when you went out to change out your shoe and just sort of get all the water out from your sock, you found that there was a map in your sock. And on this map were circled 10 locations. One of those locations you would recognize as the cave which you had recently left.
Right. And we didn't even
And-
fully explore that cave. We were just trying to get out.
And next to each one of these caves is a face, which is sort of horrible looking. Depicts some form of monster.
Do I recognize the one in the location we were just at?
No, it is not. It does not belong to something that you actually saw.
Okay.
What languages do you know?
Let me check. I got it on here somewhere. I think it's common and goblin, actually. Yeah. I don't know why I chose goblin.
I'm sorry.
Schmear.
Common and Goblin?
Yeah.
Okay. Funny. You actually sketched onto the top of the map, very crudely written. Now this is not words, but sort of written in pictures. You see symbols and pictures that represent what you would believe to be the word birthright.
Okay.
It would be something that a goblin would write down, as goblins don't actually use words. They believe that reading and writing actually steals the words from your brain, and so it is evil in their eyes. So they use symbols, but that is what is on this map.
Okay.
And you know that one of these locations is not too far away from the direction in which you guys are headed. It would be not too far from if you were to head east.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing stuff down.
You're fine. So the day carries on. Again, you travel. Not too much of interest happens, and then you make camp yet again. I'm sure at this point, by the way, you would have actually explained to Malevius what was going on with your dad.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine he overheard our earlier conversation.
So he probably would have at this point started to keep his distance from your dad.
I don't know. He might not care.
Well, I think he would probably keep distance a little bit out of fear for himself.
Mm.
But he gets along fine with the other Vikings. And again, each night your father begins to write something in that little book of his. Now, this night, hunting has been a little bit rough as of late, and so they actually don't have anything for all of you to eat. It's been a bit difficult to find food in this rough taiga.
Yeah.
How many people are there?
There's 10 Vikings and then all of you.
Cool. I
And
would like
Arg has
to
not
create
shut up
food
about
and
how
water.
hungry he is.
I would like to create food and water because I can create food and water for 21 people.
How many will that support?
21 people?
Oh wow. Arg is going to eat enough food for 3 of those people. And then you guys are able to feed yourselves. When this happens, they all sort of look at you like, "Why didn't you do this sooner?"
We didn't eat it sooner.
Anything you guys wanted to do in this night?
With my party, I'm gonna share that map I found, and tell them that maybe if I visit these locations, I can get my memory back.
Polite, I remember earlier you were checking your stealth. Did you want to do the thing that I thought you were going to do?
Oh, yeah, but I don't want to get caught. My stealth is not good.
Take your armor off, it'll be better, because you won't have the armor check penalty.
Do I have it?
I
don't
am very
think-
tempted to ask if they have a cleric with them,
They do not.
but I believe, yeah.
None of them seem to be magic users.
Technically they do,
True.
but it's you.
Wow.
A better cleric. I'm the shitty cleric.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Frick.
So, Kalai, you take off your armor, and you wait till everyone's asleep. I'll have you roll a stealth check as you begin to sneak your way into the camp. And I'm assuming, what exactly are you trying to do? I think I know what it is, but just
I want to read the journal.
okay. Roll a
Also,
stealth check.
if I was to use Mage Hand, is that quiet?
Yes.
Okay.
However, he keeps the journal like in his person.
I just rolled another nat 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So you wait till everyone's asleep, and you sneak in, and you go right up to your father. You see him sleeping so peacefully, right in front of him.
I'm tempted to spit on him, but I don't. I want the journal.
And there's no one else around, and his throat is exposed.
I'm going for the journal.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
Do you have that skill?
I don't.
Oh. Is that a trained skill? I can't remember.
It's
a class.
It is. It
It
is
sure
trained
is.
only. It is
Friggin'.
trained only.
friggin'.
So I don't want you to not. So what I'll say is you can go ahead and, because you have Mage Hand, you can attempt to very slowly and stealthily use your Mage Hand to pull it out, because everyone is so quiet, it's so peaceful. But because you don't have the sleight of hand skill, I'm going to have you make stealth, but you're going to take a negative 2 to it.
Okay, so that's going to be 16.
A 16.
Mhm.
You cast Mage Hand.
I'm so scared.
And you begin to take your what you call it,
The
the
journal.
book out of the journal out of his pocket. As you do, you take it out of your hands, of his hands, and you hold it. And he doesn't stir or anything as you do this. And as you open the page, you feel a hand grasp your arm. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh, damn.
You fuck. You fuck. No.
Excuse me? Is this Aldrin guest starring next week?
I'm gonna go cry.
I've got plenty of reasons to cry. And scream and kick.
I didn't want that to end just
I'm gonna
yet.
go throw an IRL temper tantrum now. Oh, excuse me.
There's the boy.
I was having a good time.
Jace just wants to see us all die. Let's be real here.
No, that was a really
No, that's
interesting
Yemen.
episode.
Is there
So-
a difference?
Tune in next week for a brand new session where we're gonna find out.
What's in that book?
Whose hand is on her
And who's
shoulder?
touching me?
No, it was a hand that grabbed her arm.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Who's touching me?
Whose hand is that?
it's Poppy.
It's the toy maker.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's dead.
No, he's not. I see Yemen's face. Search confirmed.
I think you need to worry more about. So anyway, thank you guys for joining the stream. We're gonna see you guys all again next week. We're gonna have another lovely, delightful episode. Maybe some combat. We'll see.
Hopefully we won't have the
Maybe-
1 hour start delay.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
some death. Maybe some drama. Maybe some rolling up some new characters. You know, it's gonna be a
I was waiting for you
good
to say
session.
dice
No.
to be like crossover.
You know, I'm okay with having another session 0. And for the record, everyone,
It's gonna be the triumphant return of
do-
Sybil.
we do in fact, I do have this lovely, lovely, beautiful book that I've been wanting to run for ever so long. It is fantastic. And it's a great
New
campaign.
show. New show. New show.
But thank you guys for joining the stream. Anything anyone wants to say before we head out?
Not really. I just thought Gordon was gonna die this session because, as far as I knew, it's still a guest character.
Well, don't worry, I've got plans for you, sir.
No,
But I think you'll find you have a role more important to the world than you remember.
He's the toy maker.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us your best toy maker impression.
Oh, I don't have one. I haven't even tried.
Do it. Do
Do
it.
it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
Do it.
Really
Do-
sarcastic, enthusiastic at the same time.
Nah.
Listen.
My heart.
Wow.
Listen.
Wow.
Oh, I don't respond well to peer
well.
pressure. I become a wall.
All right.
If Emily were to act super cute to you, would you do it?
For what?
To do the toy
Don't.
maker impression.
Probably not.
Aw.
I think that would get too weird.
Oh
Yeah, that was
jeez,
really
now you
weird.
put it in a weird direction.
You know, like, you've been thinking about Yemen?
Ugh.
No.
No. No one thinks
Yemen,
about
you're
it.
a
gotta
good
pro-
friend. That's about it.
No,
Do
I
we
wouldn't
get to
want to think
level
about
up?
me either.
We get to level up.
I mean, he makes a good point.
You have gotten 1 rank in friend zoned.
I think
Two
I have a
more?
lot more than 1 ring.
Oh
Yeah, was that
jeez.
just one?
at 10
What
ranks,
is
you can
it?
become neckbeard.
Not Yemen. Not Cody.
So what would I do at 20 ranks?
Oh,
You
you become that
transcend.
guy that posts passive aggressive things about being a friend on Facebook.
What if I don't use Facebook because I
He does it already
Then you
in his
die.
Discord.
On any social media.
Yeah,
So,
social
Twitter.
media is just
We know you're on Twitter. We all know.
Yeah, we all know.
All right.
And I'm gonna go yell
Well-
at you on Twitter.
Oh, I am quite aware. So next session is going to be called, I think this is the most
Death.
appropriate name, The Talk.
Yemen, why?
Can I
I know
leave?
why.
There will
Why,
be a
Anna?
lot more than just one
Can
talk
I
that episode.
leave? Please.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Be
Uh,
sure to go and
Special thanks to Jace for streaming today. And
Yeah,
special
thank
thanks
you.
to
Absolutely.
Jace.
hours.
Thank
Special
you.
thanks to Jace for streaming today. Don't forget, we're gonna have a new guest character next episode. Aldrin's gonna be joining us back.
Nope.
It's gonna be a great time.
He's not. He's got to go to the D-Gens
No.
first because he likes them better.
Nope. Not that
No.
either.
Aldrin's terrified of the DJs. What are you talking about?
They murdered him.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
It was hilarious.
They murdered him. For all he knows, they did. All right.
All right.
He's scared
Bye,
of the
bye,
DJs.
stream.
Bye.
Bye.